What if I told you Cristiano Ronaldo could rewrite World Cup history at 41? Not by being the fastest, but the smartest. They say age ends legends. Teams change, bodies slow, and dreams fade. But what happens when the greatest competitor refuses to accept that? Portugal's future, Ronaldo's legacy, and one decision that could shock world football. Stay with us, because the truth behind Ronaldo and the 2026 World Cup might change everything. We'll explain everything in this video step by step. Don't skip. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts because one question is shaking the football universe to its core. Will Cristiano Ronaldo play at the 2026 World Cup? At 41 years old, most players are long retired. But this isn't most players. This is Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who treats age like a friendly opponent and records like trophies on his shelf. From Madeira to Manchester, from Madrid to Turin, and now dazzling under Middle Eastern lights, Ronaldo's journey has been nothing short of legendary. 5 Ballon d'Ors, Champions League nights etched into history, and international glory with Portugal in 2016. He's already conquered it all. But here's the twist. He's not done yet. Critics say he's too old. Doubters whisper the next generation is here. But Ronaldo, he answers with goals, with dedication, with that unmistakable roar after the net ripples. Every training session, every match, every celebration screams one message. CR7 still believes Portugal is evolving, young stars are rising, the system is changing, and standing at the crossroads of past glory and future promise is Cristiano Ronaldo. Will he be the leader guiding the next generation, or will 2022 be his final World Cup chapter? One thing is certain, if Ronaldo steps onto the pitch in 2026, it won't just be another tournament, it will be history in motion. A farewell tour or one last miracle run. Football fans, the clock is ticking. So tell us, should Ronaldo chase one final World Cup dream, or has the legend already written the perfect ending? Stay tuned, because with Cristiano Ronaldo, the final whistle is never predictable. Cristiano Ronaldo versus age has become one of the most fascinating battles in modern football. While time has quietly ended the careers of countless legends, Ronaldo has turned aging into a personal rivalry, attacking it with the same intensity he once used against defenders. At an age when most players have transitioned into coaching roles or studio analysis, he continues to train, compete, and score with an obsession that borders on the unreal. His physical condition remains elite, built on relentless discipline, strict nutrition, recovery routines, and a mindset that refuses to accept decline as inevitable. Every sprint he makes is a statement, every leap in the penalty box a reminder that his athleticism has not faded quietly. Critics point to lost pace or reduced dribbling, but Ronaldo has adapted rather than surrendered. His game has evolved from explosive wing play into lethal efficiency inside the box, where positioning, timing, and anticipation matter more than raw speed. This transformation is not a sign of weakness, but of intelligence, showing a player who understands his body and reshapes his strengths to stay relevant at the highest level. Age has also tested him mentally, carrying the weight of expectations year after year, knowing that every missed chance sparks headlines about decline would break most athletes. Ronaldo instead feeds on that pressure. The criticism sharpens his focus, pushing him to prove again and again that he still belongs on the world's biggest stages. His reaction to doubt is not silence but performance, responding with goals, celebrations, and visible hunger that younger players often struggle to match. The battle with age is not fought only on match days, but in the unseen hours. Training sessions are treated like finals, recovery is treated like competition, and rest is managed with military precision. While others slow down, he fine-tunes every detail, from sleep cycles to muscle conditioning, to extract maximum performance from his body. This commitment has allowed him to remain available, durable, and decisive when moments matter most. International football adds another layer to this struggle. Wearing Portugal's shirt into his late 30s and beyond means facing younger, faster opponents while carrying leadership responsibilities. Yet age has given him authority, experience, and a commanding presence in the dressing room. He reads games quicker, positions himself smarter, and understands when to conserve energy and when to explode into action. Each season becomes a new exam, a fresh challenge to prove that age is a number, not a verdict. Ronaldo's longevity is no accident. It is the result of obsession, adaptation, and an unshakable belief that limits exist only to be challenged. Cristiano Ronaldo's career is a relentless accumulation of moments that reshape football history, built on records that once seemed unreachable and achievements that defined entire eras. From his early days as a fearless teenager with dazzling footwork to becoming one of the most complete goal scorers the game has ever seen. His journey has been driven by an unmatched hunger for excellence. Every club he represented became a new stage for rewriting expectations, turning pressure into fuel and ambition into silverware. His rise at Manchester United marked the first major transformation where raw talent evolved into devastating efficiency, goals, assists, individual awards followed as he announced himself among the world's elite, culminating in his first Ballon d'Or. That success was not an endpoint but a launch pad. The move to Real Madrid unlocked a historic scoring explosion that redefined what was possible at club level. Season after season, he shattered goal records in La Liga and the Champions League, becoming the competition's all-time top scorer while delivering decisive performances in the biggest matches. Champions League nights became his territory, where his presence alone shifted the balance of belief. Hat-tricks in knockouts, clutch goals in finals, and impossible comebacks built a reputation for thriving under pressure. Individual accolades stacked up alongside team trophies, reinforcing the image of a player who delivered. When expectations were at their highest, his rivalry-driven era pushed standards higher across European football, forcing teammates and opponents alike to elevate their own levels. The story did not slow in Italy, where Juventus witnessed his ability to dominate a new league, break scoring records, and maintain elite output in a tactical environment that demands intelligence and discipline. Each transition added another layer to his legacy, proving that his success was not tied to a single system or league, but to his mentality and adaptability. On the international stage, his achievements carried a different weight, becoming Portugal's all-time leading scorer and leading the nation to its first major international trophy transformed him into a national icon. His goals across European championships and World Cups were not just statistics, but moments of belief for an entire country. Leadership, resilience, and emotional investment defined his international career, where expectations were immense and criticism often unforgiving. Records continued to fall as he reached milestones no player had touched before, surpassing hundreds of goals across club and country, redefining longevity, and setting benchmarks future generations may only chase. Each achievement was the result of relentless self-improvement, turning success into motivation rather than comfort. Portugal's future stands at a pivotal moment, shaped by a new generation of talent emerging, while the influence of Cristiano Ronaldo remains deeply embedded in the national team's identity. The squad is no longer built around a single star, but the presence of a legendary figure brings balance between youthful energy and seasoned experience. Young attackers arrive with pace, creativity, and fearlessness, while the midfield evolves with technical intelligence and tactical awareness, creating a team that looks forward without forgetting its past. Ronaldo's role within this transition has shifted from unstoppable focal point to guiding force, where leadership extends beyond goals. His understanding of international tournament pressure offers lessons no training drill can replicate. Young players stepping into the first major competitions witness firsthand the standards required to survive and succeed at the highest level, from preparation routines to mental focus before kickoff. His example sets a benchmark that accelerates their growth and confidence. Leadership in this context is not limited to speeches or armbands. It shows in positioning, movement, and decision-making during critical moments. When Portugal faces adversity, his reactions influence the entire squad. Calm under pressure, demanding intensity, and refusing complacency shape the team's mentality, even when not dominating matches physically. His presence alters how opponents defend, creating space and opportunity for emerging stars to express themselves. The coaching staff also faces strategic decisions in balancing evolution with respect for legacy. Integrating younger players while maintaining harmony requires careful management, and Ronaldo's adaptability has eased this process. Accepting tactical adjustments, altered responsibilities, and rotation demonstrates maturity that strengthens the collective rather than divides it. This flexibility reassures teammates that the future is a shared journey, not a conflict between generations. Portugal's ambitions extend beyond qualification to genuine contention. Tournament football demands unity, belief, and resilience, qualities reinforced by experienced leadership. Ronaldo's history of responding to setbacks, from painful defeats to redemption moments, provides a blueprint for handling pressure. Younger players absorb these lessons subconsciously, learning how to recover from mistakes, stay focused after criticism, and maintain intensity across long campaigns. The symbolic weight of leadership also matters on a global stage. Ronaldo remains a figure of authority in the dressing room, a bridge between Portugal's historic breakthroughs and its next chapter. His relationship with rising stars reflects mutual respect rather than hierarchy, fostering an environment where confidence grows without arrogance. As Portugal continues to evolve tactically and technically, the blend of innovation and experience strengthens the team's identity, keeping ambition high and standards uncompromising. The decision surrounding the 2026 World Cup carries enormous weight not just for Cristiano Ronaldo, but for football as a whole, because it represents a crossroads between legacy and ambition. Every World Cup appearance has marked a chapter in his career, each one shaped by different expectations, roles, and realities. By 2026, the tournament will present a new landscape with expanded teams, fresh rivals, and evolving tactical demands, forcing a careful evaluation of whether experience can continue to outweigh the physical demands of the global stage. Ronaldo's personal motivation remains a central factor in this decision. His competitive nature has never allowed him to fade quietly, and the idea of closing his international career on the world's biggest platform holds undeniable appeal. Training intensity, match sharpness, and physical readiness will all influence whether he believes he can contribute meaningfully rather than symbolically. For a player defined by standards, participation alone would never be enough. Impact is the measure that matters. From a team perspective, Portugal must weigh the value of continuity against the necessity of progression. Including Ronaldo in a 2026 squad would bring leadership, experience, and psychological advantage, particularly in high-pressure matches. Opponents still adjust their defensive plans around him, a reality that can open space for younger attackers. However, tournament football is unforgiving, and selection decisions are judged by results rather than sentiment. Public expectation adds another layer of pressure. Supporters are divided between gratitude for what he has given and debate over when the transition should fully occur. Media scrutiny magnifies every performance, turning friendly matches and qualifiers into symbolic tests of relevance. Ronaldo has navigated this environment throughout his career, but the intensity surrounding a potential sixth World Cup appearance would be unprecedented. The expanded format of the 2026 World Cup introduces strategic considerations that could influence the decision. More matches and a longer tournament place greater demands on squad depth and rotation. In such a structure, an experienced forward capable of delivering decisive moments FF the bench or in key group stage matches becomes a valuable asset. Tactical flexibility could allow Ronaldo to contribute in specialised roles rather than carrying the burden of every minute. Ultimately, the choice will be shaped by timing, form and belief, balancing realism with the drive to challenge boundaries. The 2026 World Cup represents an opportunity to redefine longevity on football's grandest stage, testing whether preparation, intelligence and hunger can extend a career into territory no one has explored before. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe.